Welcome back to Glider Gaming. Today we're going to play a little bit more controversial of a game for my family-friendly channel. We're going to be playing Weedcraft Inc. The basis of this game has some illicit activities and things, so we're definitely going to be taking a more legal route whenever possible. I don't promote the use of marijuana if you are in a state where it's not legal. If you're in a state where it is legal, follow all the appropriate laws and do what you're gonna do. But this is an interesting game to me. I think the economics of it and the gameplay of it seem like something I would enjoy a lot, so I wanted to play it. And if you don't like this gameplay or you're concerned about your children watching it, definitely leave a comment and expressing that concern. And if I need to, I can do like a sister channel, like an After Dark or something, and I can keep you posted to that so that my main Glider Gaming channel can be 100% family friendly without any parental supervision. But we're going to start with the basic scenario, growing up. Hope you had a good time during your first year of business school, because that's the only one you're going to get. Turns out Dad was too proud to admit he was barely making enough money to pay for your tuition. Then he got sick, and now he's gone, along with your MBA dreams. You're right back where you started in Flint, Michigan, living in your father's old house with Clyde, your intense, combative, free-thinking, anti-establishment, slightly paranoid younger brother. Yeah, I'm not trying to promote the use of marijuana or the legalization of marijuana. This is an interesting game with interesting mechanics and something that I think I'll have fun playing. Must be Clyde. Welcome home, man. I wish it was under better circumstances, but there's nothing we can do about Dad being gone. The one silver lining is this is what we got. The one silver lining is talking is hard today, guys. The one silver lining in all this is we got you out of that mind-bending academy. Masters of Business Administration? Maximum Brainwashing Association? Whatever. Yeah, well, I know you didn't want to drop out of school, but doing is better than learning. What do you mean? I mean, I have a business proposal for you. Let me guess. It involves smoking a bunch of weed. Change the verb and you got it. Let me show you something. Jeez, did Dad know about your little setup? It was a better alternative than opioids and benzos. Opiates? Dad was using opiates? The doctors prescribed him Percocet and Oxy for the pain, but they screwed up his digestion, and his tolerance kept climbing. A few months in, he was a shell of a man he used to be. That's when I started growing. Come on, with your head for commerce, and mine in the shady side of the street, we could own this town's weed market. I was about to start a new batch. Let me show you how it works. If we want to keep the lights on here, we're gonna need a whole lot of weed. Well, this is definitely not what I would imagine a weed basement growth operation to look like. Broken pots, broken lights. Hopefully we've got some money to get things started. So choose lighting. Plants don't grow without light. The choice of lighting influences yields, but also temperature in the room. Police vigilance due to energy consumption and monthly costs. Okay, so I guess we just have the one option, which is this rusty lamp. Okay, so we've got some light for our plants. So we're gonna grow Reggie. Yes, Reggie. No, I don't smoke weed myself, so it could be pronounced differently. And we get one type of soil, so we're gonna choose that. And now we're just growing in a bag in the basement. So that still doesn't seem all that great. I guess we do it here too. They aren't telling us to do a third one, but where's our money? We got 3 grand. Might as well do 3, right? Okay, so plant. Next goal, harvest 100 grams of weed. So we can speed up time. It's going very fast. Water, water, water. Okay, trimming. I imagine this is like when I grow basil in my house, that if I don't trim the basil, then it goes to seed, and then it stops growing. So, I imagine that the trimming helps the plant to grow wider and larger so that you can get a greater yield out of it. So this one I must have done the best on because it needs cutting faster, where the other ones aren't quite ready yet. Perfect. Good. So I've got some perfects, I got some goods. It's kind of choppy. If you see it choppy on the playback, it's actually kind of choppy here in the gameplay, so it's kind of hard to like hit that perfect 3 because I let go right there and I got good. So maybe that was too soon. That one's perfect. So maybe I'm just letting go slightly too soon because it's my perceived choppiness. Okay, so it looks like we don't have to water anymore, but we can cut one more time. Okay, I'm getting better at this. Perfect, 3 perfects, awesome. You see the plants have really filled out a lot, tall and wide. Okay, so now we can't even trim them anymore, so I guess we just speed time by. As far as I understand, you don't actually smoke the leaves of marijuana, you smoke the buds and stuff off the top, so this must be what we're going to harvest. I don't know what I'm doing here, folks. Okay, so now it looks like it's harvestable. Now, I don't know why you'd harvest the whole plant. I don't know enough about growing plants in general, but like, I guess my basil, I have to replant the basil from the seeds I get, so maybe it's a similar deal, that you have to kill the whole plant to get your next one started. Okay, you're an orphan at 24 with half an MBA to your name. As you take stock of your life and ask yourself whether the light you see is the end of the tunnel, or Clyde playing with his phone. But while Clyde's schemes might be illegal, they do make money, and they aren't hurting anybody. So, looks like we got some level up points going. We made $10 somehow from growing our first batch. Alright, the harvest is in. Time to trade all this green for some green. Let's do it. Okay, let's light this candle. Don't worry, I talked to my homies down at the marketplace. It's safe there, and they'll let you set up without any problems. If we can sell some weed, we'll be on our way to a real business. Let's grow another plant. Oh, so I was really only supposed to do 2, but sure, whatever. Okay, so I go here so I can go see Flint. And then over here's the marketplace. And for 500 bucks, we can set up shop. Will be allowed to sell weed illegally using a dealer's spot and buy a license if law allows. So, I clicked on that. Okay, I brought this up. So, it says drop, so I must drag and drop. Okay. So, let's see here. We've got some stuff going on. We got some help stuff over here. We got vagrants buying weed. Their market threshold apparently is $8, and they don't care about the quality. Then we've got some regular Joes who would like higher quality but will pay more. And then we've got jocks. who will pay the most, but they want the best quality of weed. But they're ignoring this. We're in their top 3, so we can sell to this dude here. Oh, and we can sell this from regular Joe. Okay, so maybe we just like up it to $10. They'll probably buy a little less, but when these guys buy, then we will we'll get more money from it. Anyway, we should probably head back in here and do our watering and our cutting and stuff. So it says it wants me to go there. Okay, somebody wants to buy my stuff. So we come here and sell this. Okay, so we sold 150 grams. What started as a desperate dream is transformed into something far bigger. Not unlike Clyde, who started growing up in his own way. $250 for selling our weed and a little bit more experience points. Ooh, and now we have access to Super Lemon Haze. I feel like that's from Pineapple Express or something. I watched that movie once a long time ago. Nice work. We're doing good. But I don't want to settle for good. Meet Bumps. He's been selling weed here longer than anyone can remember. He can help us get to the next level. What's good, my guys? Your product is decent, but you gotta get it to the right people. I can teach you to understand your customers. Alright, let's do it. Tell me how. Where do we start? The vagrants down at the marketplace might be fine with your Reggie. Probably Reggie. But the jocks are more picky. You've got to give them some choice. Demographics and market demand. I understand that. Unfortunately, all I can grow is Reggie right now. Man, you guys are amateurs. Listen, here's some Super Lemon Haze seeds. Don't say I never gave you nothing. Now, let's get to it. There's a beach chair in the Caribbean with my name on it. Okay, expand my grow area in your family home to 2 rooms, and then harvest some Super Lemon Haze. First, I'm going to come in here and water and trim. I have this on the slowest speed. Like, this is very time consuming. Okay, so I can expand activity. Do you want to expand the grow to manage space for plants and equipment? Yes. Oh. Okay. I thought it said 2 rooms, but we just made the 1 room bigger. Okay, so we need more lighting. We need some trimming. So it didn't really tell me to replant these. I guess it kind of did because it said, you know, get a 3rd plant. But, you know, if we don't have any weed coming in, basic business, you know, you got to keep having something coming in to sell if you're going to continue making money. You want to make money consistently, or you're going to run out of money, go out of business. Alright, now we can plant these guys. Hit the speed a little bit. So we've got 2 different types growing now. I don't know if this is really going to turn out any better than poor. Like, this other stuff's coming out at the poor setting, so even though the jocks might like this particular strain better, I don't think it's going to be to the quality they want. Okay, I think I've kind of got this cutting thing down. 6 out of 15. It seems higher than other numbers I wasn't paying attention to. Okay, we can start harvesting that stuff now. Uh-oh. Must have held down too long for that one. Okay, so somebody wants to buy our stuff, so we gotta bounce out of here. Awesome. So we have 66 grams of Reggie left. Another batch. Somebody wants to buy our stuff, but seems like they're gonna buy the last of it. Okay, I'll go out there. We're not making much money. 120 bucks. Okay, he wasn't buying much. That's fine. It's like 10 bucks. I don't know. I'm just kind of treading water here. We haven't like given ourselves any money to like eat. We're not paying ourselves yet, so maybe the game just doesn't focus on paying yourself to keep yourself going. They're just caring about the basics of business itself. Might have to slow this down a little bit so I can manage this stuff. So it's going kind of fast on me. Five out of 15 there. 6 out of 15. I don't know if that has to do with my cuts or what that number is really representing. Okay, so come over here, assign a spot. Ooh, we have to pay another 500 bucks for that. Now we can sell this stuff. I don't really want to target these dudes with this, so... Whoa, what just happened? So it's common. These guys will pay up to 15 bucks. These guys will pay up to 19 bucks. Shoot for like 18 bucks. So, well, we don't have any stock, so it's being ignored by everybody. But oh man, they bought us out of like everything? No, we have 78 grams. It's too expensive to get both parties to buy it. Let's drop it down just enough that these guys... Okay, now we can sell it to either one of these guys. So it wants me to keep messing with this, I guess? I guess the game wants me to have it at 18, so whatever. Okay. So now let's head back in here. Is there like a quick deal to just like get into my room? I'd like a single button that I can push to do that. Would be ideal. Okay, people want to buy again. Alright. Oh, for at least $18. Got it. Missed that part. Well, we're out of weed again. I don't know, it's kind of a calming game. I feel like this is kind of like an iPhone game or something. You know, just hold this for a little bit, do this for a little bit. Oh, not quite good enough. Oh no, pretty chill game. So what are our objectives right now? Whoop. Okay, never mind. I just want to see my objectives, which is just get money. So, better plant more so we can sell more. Alright, pop over here. I'm going to come in here and just turn this down a little bit because I do want these guys to be interested in buying this stuff. So I think at 16 they were fairly interested. More money. Alright, let's go sell the big ones. Okay, that was a lot easier. I like that better. Alright, so how do we easily get back in? Growing? I feel like there should be like a one-click option to get back in here that hopefully I figure out. Ooh, not paying attention. Imagine once we collect 7,500 bucks, we're gonna get access to some new soil and stuff to kind of make the game a little more complex. As it stands, it is a pretty simple game. Alright, the Super Lemon Haze is coming up. Oh, save setup? Okay. I didn't really mean to do that, but that's fine. So we only have 90 grams. I guess each plant gives us like 30 grams. I don't know. Why am I doing all of this? Like, my druggy brother got me into this. Why isn't he helping? He could be at least doing the sales or something while I do all the growing. This stuff's all done. We just have to let it grow up now. Oh, somebody wants to buy something. Right, we have 6 grams left. Not very much. But I guess it's better to be selling it faster than we can grow it. If we just had it all lying around all the time, not selling, that would be more stressful. This is our police alert level, I guess. We're a little over 25%, maybe 30%. There we go, we're sold out for now, folks. Pick up the speed a little bit. See, now that one there, like, I let go when it said 3 and then just kind of paused for a second, so that's where that choppy, glitchy feeling came in. Alright, got some stuff ready to harvest. I don't know what that bar really means. Probably not going to replant this stuff quite yet, because we're about to hit the $7,500 mark. So I just want to see what we unlock from that achievement. Those are all done now, so we can go sell. Hey, dude, I was trying to make a sale. You thought business was all about managing the work of others, not sweating your own personal butt off. My, how them tables do turn. Still, it feels good to see the fruits of your own honest labor, even if it's illegal. Okay, now we have a new strain. Oh, but we have to buy it for 5 grand? Probably pass on that. And I don't know what these things mean. Granddaddy Purple, also very expensive. Hate to tell you this, babies, but you got worry. Word on the street is that Sean's bunch is slowly lurking in around the city. They might soon decide to start selling on our backyard, and they're sure to blow you away on quality. So what do I do? You've been here before. What do you suggest? You'll never move any flour if those guys are selling better stuff right next to you. You gotta get your stash up to uncommon quality, at least. That should do the trick. Well, how do I do that? You gotta get your NPK on. Quality is all about soil nutrition. Nitrogen, phosphate, potassium. Balancing your oh, it says that right there. Balancing your nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium levels. I remember that for Super Lemon Haze, I was using 7 nitrogen and 1 phos, but I could never get the potassium dialed in. Play around with it. You'll figure out what works. Okay, so 7 nitrogen, 1 phosphorus. Finish this sale real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna replant these. How do I do that? By setups. Okay, it's just drag and drop like that. Okay, and now we can come in here. We can do 7, 1, and then we can do like a 7, and plant. Okay, so this one here, we're gonna do 7, 1, and 3. I did not want to do that. And then plant that one. We'll see what kind of happens here with that. So quality would probably be like that 6 out of 15 we were seeing when we water. Okay, so this one's 9 out of 15. So we're close on this one. So I expect this one to be less than 6. So I'm gonna come into this plant. I'm gonna go up to 9. See if it gets better. 10. Oh, okay. That's weird. 3 was a 10. Water this one. It's 9. Okay, so less is better. So let's go down to 1. One is still 10, so too much. Let's try like 4. We'll replant these. Maybe 10's like only is the best we can do. I don't know. So that's still 10. So let's see here. I think it shows you a history here. So up 10% quality, up 10% quality, up 10% quality, 9%, 9%, 6%. So this is the most recent. Let's keep messing with it. Let's try 2. There we go. 2 must be the max. It's the most we've been able to get out of it. Okay, so the quality, I think that's like a projected quality, that little blue dot, and that's its current quality. It seems like each time we water it, the quality goes up. That, it also pops up, like the perspective quality we're growing when we water. Yeah, we watered and it started shooting up. We definitely want to get our waters in. People want us to sell stuff, but I'm just too busy in here. Okay, I guess we can go sell some stuff. Didn't really want that. Thanks. Alright, sell people stuff. Okay. Back in here. Just in time to water our crops. Okay, all the watering's done. We've basically sold out of everything. Cheese it, it's the cops. So, those are our qualities there. See how all this comes out here in a moment or two. I think this one's getting its buds, so it'll be harvestable in a second. So it got up to level 2. This plant's level 2, level 2, level 2. The end of our stock. There must just be more to do with temperature and humidity and stuff to get up higher quality, because if we did dial this in perfectly, we definitely don't have that high quality of a product. Alright, nothing to sell and nothing to do with these plants. Okay, so we got up to uncommon, so we're doing good there. We can replant this stuff. It's not what I wanted either. Okay, so now we have to sell our super lemon haze. I'm gonna replant half of it, and I'm gonna redo Reggie on the other half. And for the Reggie, I'm only gonna mess with one of these at a time. Kind of see where we want to be with stuff. Man, dough is rolling in now. Alright, the marketing and distribution was good. Now the product matches it. People are starting to know your name. Is that a good thing? Alright, now we got some simple soil. It's a 4-month grow, but you get a bonus to quality. For some reason it adds more police vigilance, though. Well, it happened. Sean and his boys are here. I heard they took hold over the marketplace pretty tight. Good thing we're prepared. How's the weed Clyde showed you? It's good, but you can't get rid of a pesky rival through a good product alone. You might work on some lowly dealers, but Sean knows the game. Luckily for us, you do too. You got it, kid. Now listen, there's several ways of dealing with competition. First one is upping your product in the eyes of your customers. Sell it cheaper, tend it for more, so quality increases. You know the drill. Product and customer demand assessment. Sure, I studied that. Did you also learn about diversification of product? That's right. People will buy from you rather than the other guy if they can choose from a variety of strains in one place. Opening more distribution channels and having different batches helps out a lot. Each transaction you make will hurt the competition, and it's not like Sean is the sharpest tool in the shed. I put my faith in you guys and your weed. Thanks, Bumps. We'll see how this guy handles some healthy competition. Okay, so it's a good thing we replanted this other stuff. So 5 for that plant, 6 for that one, and a 7 for this one. So we're going to combine these two plants here. We've got an 8 on potassium and a 3, or sorry, 8 on nitrogen and 3 on potassium. Alright, so 7 wasn't the right way to go. Let's go to 3 on that, and 3 on that. And I guess we can apply this to all of them. Okay, that gets us up to 8. So let's go down to 2 and 2 here. Stays at 8. So let's go to 1 and leave it at 3. Oh, we aren't trimming anything. Okay, so we went down in quality. So let's go 3 and 3. Let's go to 10. We need to trim all our stuff. Plain dialed in too much on the plant stuff. Okay, that's also a 7. Let's go to 8. Okay, that's back up to 8 now. So the game glitched on me that one. I don't know what happened there. Okay, let's try 4. Okay, now we're up to 9. Alright, so I guess we didn't really leave anything at 5. So let's do 5. Back to 8. Let's go back to 4. Let's go up to 4. So I feel like we had a 9 at one point. 8, 4, and 3. Kind of doing this really fast. These changes, so I'm worried I'm not like paying enough attention. This is the last water for this reggae plant here. So where do we want to be? Do we want to be 3, 4, 8, 7? No, we don't. I'm not sure what happened there. Might not have just been paying enough attention. Okay, we're back up to 9, so we'll apply that to everything. Okay, someone wants to buy stuff from me. Oh, making sales is hurting our competition, apparently. But let's see here. We have nothing to sell them, and their stuff is way overpriced for those guys. Up here, our price is above where they want to be, and they're rating it 1 star. We can drop the price and get it up higher. We're top dog for these jocks. So let's just focus on making sales to jocks. We have the cheapest weed, not the best quality weed. We also don't have any weed, so that hurts the whole deal. Soon we will have more. Alright, our current goal is to grow 3 plants using better growing medium, okay, and get rid of Sean's bunch at the marketplace. So I'm probably going to leave the Reggie stuff in the lower level stuff, since it's a cheaper weed I can't sell for as much, and I'll upgrade the better weed, since I can sell it for more money. When I'm trimming my basil, it's nothing like that. It doesn't just start flopping around. In fact, I just use my fingers and I pinch off the little buds that come up. It's pretty simple. Okay, so do we want to mess with this anymore? We got it to a 9 out of 10. We haven't really messed with this number at all. So I guess we can do that. Okay, so we're going to come in here. We're going to upgrade this. We're going to go to setup. How do I save this setup? I did it once on accident. Harvest that. Water. Okay, that went back down to 8. So over here, we're going to go to 7. That's an 8. So 8 is definitely the spot we want to be at. So I think that's the best we can do with that. Now, how do I save this? Start growing, save plant setup. Okay. Drop it over here, drop it over here, plant it and plant it. We're at least in a potted plant now. A little better. Okay, looks like we need to get some sales out here. Okay, he's losing his grip. It's getting lower and lower. Still have weed to sell, but nobody's buying right now. So we'll switch back in here and water the crops. Alright, go make some sales. Our competition should lose their foothold any second now. Oh, so close. Maybe with that last little sale of our Super Lemon Haze, we'll get there. Yeah, overall, pretty chill game. I'm digging it. Trimming my plants, watering them, playing with their potassium levels. Not too shabby. Alright, everybody's taken care of in here. Boom, we got rid of Sean's bunch. So we begin to realize you're not alone on your playground. Is it big enough for you and others? Okay, now we can drop the temperature and increase our police vigilance. And of course, it's going to up our electricity bill. But, kids, if you're ever spending $800 on this fan, just go to Hobby Lobby. Not Hobby Lobby, like Home Depot or something. You can get the same fan for way cheaper. You don't gotta spend $800 on a fan. Okay, here's some new lights. Oh, it increases our yield per plant. That's cool. Of course, it increases the cost per month and our police vigilance. I've been getting my botany on. I think we could level up our product by tweaking our lighting, humidity, and temperature. Okay, explain that to me. Better lighting affects the yield on each plant, but they can increase temperature. The soil medium affects the quality of the final product and how long it takes to grow. Fans and humidifiers let us control temperatures and humidity. If we want to expand, we need to level up our game and stop doing all the busy work. I think it's time to hire some people to do growing and selling. Dude, what do you even do? You've yet to do anything. Okay, you might have run this round at the marketplace, but we as Sean's bunch never give up easily. This isn't the last time you've heard of us. We got you, Sean. We got you. Okay, so we're gonna flop this lighting out for a super room lamp. Water. what do you want me to do with this spot? Exactly. You want me to put a fan in? I don't want to put a fan in yet. I want to harvest that plant first. I think so. So we'll just kind of chill at this point, let our stuff grow. Okay, harvest all our stuff. Now I'll switch this out for a fan. Okay, so now we go to conditions, and we can go to 69 degrees. Plant new stuff. Alright, people want to buy things. Even the jocks are starting to buy Reggie. Okay, so now what? Hire employees? How do we hire an employees? I guess I don't need anything from you. I need to hire the employees. Okay, down here. No, not down here. Plus? Ah, okay, there we go. Select criteria. So the thing I find most annoying is leaving the grow room to sell stuff. So show me the sellers. So that's growing, that's selling, and that's some sort of spy work. So we can have sales and spies, sales and grows, just sales. That guy thinks a lot of himself. This guy has no skills in anything we're doing. Okay, so this dude here is the most reasonable to skill ratio. He's got 2 skills and he's 275. Okay, so then what do? We put you right there. Awesome. Okay. Can I put you? No. Why is there 2 spots? So this is illegal, which might not be well received by this employee. Was there some way for me to know if he cares about illegal stuff? Can I talk to you, bro? Okay, well, for now. We'll come back in here. Harvest some stuff so he can sell it for us. Oh, see, there we go. The Reggie went up to a 10 from a 9 based on the fact that we have that fan. See how it affects our super lemon haze. There we go. From an 11 to a straight up 15. So we're gonna be up into some seriously good territory with this super lemon haze. Yeah, there we go. That was a game glitch. It went from 1 to too much on me. That one I let go of too soon because I was worried about a game glitch. Well, that dude sold everything, so now he's just not doing anything while we grow. I could bring him in here to help me grow, but I don't feel like he's going to trim as well as me. He has no skill in watering or growing. So I'll just let him be for now. I guess I could look at the objectives and see what the game wants us to do right now. I just assume that getting our stuff ready to be sold is... Oh, I have to assign him to 2 activities? Alright, come on in. Bootstrapping is all well and good, but transitioning from the basement to the boardroom is trickier than it looks. we've hit level 1. We also have an air purifier. Okay. It will take up one of our growing spots, but we can reduce our police vigilance. Kind of costly for $100 a month, though. Now we have an HID. Ooh, 90 grams. Raises temperatures, though. We can buy Maui Wowie for 12 grand. Open up. This is the police. Yes, officer? I know what's going on in there. You always have people coming in and leaving real quick, and it smells like someone ran over a skunk. I hope not. Oh no, I love skunks. I wouldn't push my luck if I were you. In fact, I'd take some action if you catch my drift. Find a way to lower your profile unless you want to see a whole lot more of me. Hey, was that the cops? Yeah, I handled it. You handled it for now, but this visit makes me think that Commissioner Francis still haunts this town, even if he's in New York now. Who's Francis? Yeah, he was the top cop here in Flint. Had a giant stick up his butt about cleaning up the town. I was relieved when his exceptional results got him poached by NYC, but then they replaced him with Denizia Fernandez. I'm not sure which is worse. Buy a veterans donation perk. I don't know what that means. Veterans donation. All police officers will have higher relationship upon being introduced. Being this nice, polite, and respectful towards the police should be illegal. Luckily, it isn't. So it cost me $2,500 to buy this. All police officers will have higher relationship upon being introduced. Okay. I guess we got 20 grand, so worst things could happen. Greatest profile on Linked Out. Find new employees specialized in selling more easily. Includes a professional photo shoot where you cross your arms and stare with confidence. That's funny. If I buy it, it goes on to lead to a Gardener's Guild certificate, which will allow specialized in growing. And also it'll open up new employees have slightly better relationship with you. This one leads to reveals 2 pieces of info about a character during introduction. And police officers are easier to bribe. We probably won't be bribing cops since we're trying to be a more family-friendly kind of deal. Okay, so he's trimming that plant for me. And it's taken quite a while. Once again, he has no skill at this. It was mediocre. Yeah, we really don't want him in here. So let's look at Mark and let's get him out of here. Oh. Not really want. Here's we go. Set up a front business, buy an air purifier, and lower police vigilance in family home and reach the low level. Okay, so as soon as we water these here, I will back up and look at options on the main screen. Family home. We can assign a room. We can deal here, or we can grow more, or we can assign one of these. So it'll drop our temporary vigilance by 100 and our overall vigilance by 100, or we can drop it less right away, but more overall. This is a lot cheaper. So what is this? Brings in different types of people so you can sell them weed while they're there. I guess we'll just go with the tea room. Okay, so then... what is this? This is the front business. Okay, so we can have him go in there. I'm confused about why there's 2 things there. Okay, we've got our police vigilance lowered. Now we just have to put in an air purifier. I'm going to expand the grow, because I don't want to take out any plants right now. And we can go in with... oh yeah, really good lighting. Can we switch you out for really good lighting? Really good lighting there, too. Right, so how does that affect our temperature? Now our temperatures are way too hot. So I want to have another fan. And I want to have another, an air purifier. So I think we're just going to make this area here the equipment area. And we can grow 3 lemon haze and one of the others. One Reggie over here. We just won't be selling much Reggie, which is fine. We just need to kind of wait it out. I guess we can plant one more of these since I know I'm going to do that. We have dropped down to 12 because of temperature, but that's still pretty high quality. Oops, that was my fault. I'm not going to blame the game this time. Whoa, okay. I think competition moved into the marketplace, but I'm trying to water my plants, guys. Can we respect that, please? Thought I had held him down too long on that last Reggie. Okay, this one we're going to turn into the air purifier. Alright. Gain a little bit more experience points. Okay, what does this do? Gives you more control over your grow conditions. But really, what is it? What does it do? Oh, you can only use it every 20 days? LEDs. 75 grams. Less, probably heat. Ooh. 3.8 months. No effect on quality. So, grow it a little faster. Holy smokes, Valhalla's Rejects got a new strain. The stuff is, wow, you need this in your inventory. Who are they? They're an offshoot of a West Coast gang, the Valhallans. Looks like they sized this place up and figured they could own it. They took over the area around the hotel downtown. They don't know the locals yet, but it's only a matter of time. And like I said, they have some real good product. Okay, let's grow it. Not so fast. They're trucking it in from a high-security grow operation in California. No way we'll score clones out here, unless we do a little corporate espionage. We could try befriending them, or we could just steal it. What do you think? Probably go ahead and befriend them. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up besties. We're gonna harvest that. Okay. This is great. Please go away. I'm trying to do things. Thank you. We're going to switch this one out for a small fan. We're going to sell this light because we have no need to light some machines. Now we can drop this back down to 69. Alright, let's go talk to this guy and then we'll probably wrap it up. So this is the hotel. Okay, so how do we talk to this dude? Competition. Okay, here's my employee. Some police have been poking around. They came over and asked me a few things. What do they want? Nothing specific, but they were very suspicious. Go on. I'd rather not talk to no police if I don't have to, just so you know. Oh. He's demotivated now. I hope this won't happen again. Can we talk to you? Yeah, let's talk to you. This better not be about the problem again. guys want to talk? Let's chat. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Is this some kind of employee evaluation? Okay, we're neutral now. Let's talk about business. How would legalization in Canada influence our own business? It's hard to say, really. Both their legal and economical systems are different than ours. It's apples and Canada's, really. Apples and Canada's. That's funny. Education. Hey, this reminded me of a time in high school. I used to be one of those overly ambitious kids, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, I never think of my schooling. Nothing special about it, I guess. How do you feel about your family? Have you ever tried creating your family tree? Let's get to know each other better. Okay, somehow that told us we were bullied in high school, and we're familiar now. So what's going on in your life, Marco? Maybe we should have a little bit more time on my hands. Okay, that made him unhappy. Just chit-chat. What's your favorite weekend activity? Well, this may not be a good answer, but as for me, he likes really spicy food, as do I. So now we can talk about high school bullies. There was something you previously told me. Yeah, that's true. What can I say? That was pretty neutral. Nothing happened there. Spicy food. There's something you previously told me. Haha, feels like we've known each other for a long time. Okay, so his motivation is still pretty poor, but he likes me a little better. Any interesting news from Mark Chasquare's County? What? Yeah, you're a great listener, so let me tell you about this. He's interested in work. Let's talk about work. So how's your day been? Anything interesting going on with your work? I get really involved in my work because it keeps me distracted from the terrible realization of who I really am. A workaholic. Okay, we're almost like buddy-buddy now. How's work? Everything's fine, thanks for asking. So he's kind of a shady dude, so it's probably good we hired him to deal for us. Let's try high school bullies again. Glad we had a chance to chat, Johnny, but I have to go. Until next time. He got bored. So if you talk to him too long, they get bored. Good to know. Okay, so now we can go to competition and check out the Valhalla's rejects. Double click. Okay. We don't have any info or dirt. We have no relationship. Dang it, this had better not be about that problem again. Let me introduce myself. Hey, I hope you don't mind some healthy competition on the market, seeing as we'll be rivals now. Listen, kid, this is my territory. You try to poach my customers, and it'll be the last mistake you ever make. Dang. I want to talk. Let's just chat, man. How'd you get into the weed business? If you're looking for some tearjerker of a story, I must disappoint you. I just jumped on the bandwagon a couple years back. I was lucky enough to find a sweet spot before the boom. So I think I'm nice and settled for the foreseeable future. Okay, I wish I would stay up longer. Oh, okay, here we go. So we have a fairly neutral relationship for being rivals. He's definitely a criminal. He accepts weed, strange for a dealer, and he's got a lot of motivation. How'd you get into the weed business? I only talk about it after a couple drinks, and I don't see any in front of us. Okay, so chatting's about up. Let's talk about business. How do you see legalization in Canada influencing our business? If we look closely, we'll see how the market as a whole may react to a countrywide legalization. I think there's a lot to learn from Canada. Alright, he's interested in the weed business. Oh, didn't mean to do that one. Taxes, man. Luckily I got organized a few years back. Got some Excel sheets, calculators, the whole nine. It's too easy to get flooded, honestly. They should do something to make it more easier for mathematically uninclined folk like me. Okay, let's talk about business again since he likes it. How's Canada's market gonna look or the cannabis market gonna look in the future? Right, Johnny. It somehow reminds me that he wants to become a streamer specializing in business sim games. That's funny. Let's talk more about streamer dreamers. Talking with you is always a pleasure. Okay, if we can get him above familiar into this next bracket, I think he might just give us his weed, which would be crazy. How do you feel about education? Did I ever tell you He was the worst behaved kid in school. No way, that guy? Never would have guessed. Let me ask you something personal. Interesting, Johnny, but did I ever tell you about family is very important to him? Have you ever tried creating your family tree? Right, Johnny, it somehow reminds me that he lives alone in a small apartment. He's running an entire weed operation for a city. I feel like he could have a bigger apartment. How do you actually feel about... This is something for more private conversation. Okay, we can't go there yet. Let's go with education again. We talked too long. Shoot. Okay. Well, we got pretty good relationship with him from this time. We know some stuff about him. I could actually investigate him for more info. Is that something you can do? Request. How you been? Convince customers to buy our product. Sabotage my competition. Lowers all ratings. Steal a strain. Work without payment. Destroy my competition's things. Okay, so not quite that. No. Okay, not that stuff. So who's investigating here? Sign. Oh, okay, so I can... Wait, I'm confused. Assign to gather info. Choose employee. Gathers info. No. Okay. Not this one. What? What is this? Goodbye. Okay, let's come back to our competition. I can assign Mark to gather info. Okay. Cool. So now Mark will work on getting me some information on this dude. Do we have competition over here again? Oh yeah, they told us about that. Let's check this out. Right, they are selling Reggie of a poor quality for less money than us. We have no Reggie to sell. We have no weed of any sort to sell. That's not great. So now we can go in here. Do I want to do one more Super Lemon Haze? I think not. I think we're going to do a Reggie. So we want to maximize our ability to grow for that group. Minus humidity. Reduces humidity. Peat moss and grows faster. Let's do peat moss for these guys. Alright, now we got some weed to sell. That's good. Oh, messed everything up. Also, not everything is drag and drop. When you train me to drag and drop, you should need to like keep going drag and drop. Okay, so we're gonna do Reggie, and we're going to do the simple peat moss. Plant them. Replant these guys. Harvest these. Replant these. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me on my inaugural visit to Weedcraft. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, if you think this is not really what you want your family to be watching, do leave me a respectable comment, saying, hey, you said this is family friendly. Like, can you move this to another channel? And I'm more than happy to do that if that's what people are thinking. So, thanks much and have a good night.